Okay, we've arrived here in Budgeford. I see a couple of quest rings, so we're just going to pop into them right quick and see what folks are wanting us to do. Got one from Willamar Bolger, and Budgeford does tend to be the town of the boulders.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I am in desperate need of your help. Look what I found stuck in my door this morning. Look at that, it's such a strange arrow. He does have an arrow sticking out of his door, doesn't he? The head is certainly of hobbit make, though very, very old. The arrow's shaft, though, bears a resemblance to those made by the big folk. Why would someone do this? What does it mean? It looks like the arrow came from somewhere directly north of here, near the hedge gate leading to the green fields. I'm too frightened to go over there. Who knows what could be lurking there? But could you go there for me and see what you can find? Sure. Let's see what we find. The Veiled Menace. I wonder if that's a reference to the Phantom Menace, perhaps. Let's see if we can find anything north of his hole here. Near the gate. Are we finding anything? You spot a journal on the ground. Let's see what the journal says. Not just a journal, but it looks like a rucksack and a bow. Alright, let's bring the journal to him. First, let's look and see if we can read the journal. A torn and ripped journal. Many pages are missing and its contents are unreadable. I guess that settled that question, didn't it? So let's take it back to Mr. Bolger. And perhaps he'll know what all it is. Why is there a pig on the roof of that shed? Apparently he's enjoying himself. He looks content. Though would a contented pig climb on the roof of a shed to start with? That's a pig that's looking for adventure.
How do you do?
So you found this journal near the hedge gate, did you? Well, hopefully it contains some clues as to who loosed that arrow into my door, and perhaps it would tell me if he means me any harm.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Oh dear, this isn't good, not good at all. Many of the leaves of the journal are missing, as if shaken and torn by a beast. Look here, see the teeth marks? Goodness, those teeth marks might be from a wolf. I wonder if some of the beasts took the pages, perhaps to line their dens. Yes, I know it sounds strange, but I've heard a tale or two of them doing such things. If you could, slay a few of the wolves east of here and see if they have any of the journal leaves. I seem to be missing about 3 leaves all told. Once I have all the pages, I should be able to see what the author of the journal was up to. So we need to go kill wolves again. To the east and collect journal leaves. Alrighty, so that's that way. While we're doing it, let's swing down to here and see what this quest ring is. Perhaps it'll be related to wolves as well. And it's from Bingo Bolger. What does Bingo wish?
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Harvest flies. I'd definitely be some harvest flies out that way as well. It used to be that harvest flies were just a nuisance. They chew on our crops and cause some damage, but you learn to live with them. Recently, though, the harvest flies have gone so far as to attack hobbits in the Marish. I don't know what has them stirred up so, but whatever it is, I wish it hadn't. If you can deal with our harvest fly problem, I'd really appreciate it, Bounder. I hear there's a whole nest of them on the Yale Height, a hill a fair piece to the south and east of Budgeford. It's not very far northeast of Woodhall. There are 3 old pillars atop the Yale Height, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Alright. And I think there may be some harvest flies out here with the wolves, too, if I remember correctly. So we might be able to kill a couple of birds, or a couple of flies with one stone, rather. Boy, the Bolgers have got problems. Here's Linda. What is she having troubles
Could you
with?
help me with something?
Things are not good in Budgeford, Gnarlo. A pack of wolves has made its way into the Shire, and there's talk that there might be more on the way. I'm worried that my farm will soon be attacked, but more than that, all Shire folk are threatened by the presence of these wolves. And I saw... well, it's probably not important. Never mind. Anyway, I came to town looking for help, but you should go talk with my husband Milo back at our farm. Just head up the hill and cut east across the fields until you see our farm. Milo will probably be out behind the house, keeping an eye on the nearby ruins where the wolves have holed up. So we'll go talk to Milo. It's up the hill. Cut east toward the farm. Speaking of wolves, there's one right there. Ooh, there's two of them there. They're both light blue, though. We should be able to take them on. And we got to use our special attacks as well. Good. Alright, 1 journal leaf down. 2 journal leaves down. That was a very productive stop with them. Alright, let's go on up here and see if we can find Milo somewhere. Wonder if that's their farm. Whoop, just cleared the fence. Yeah, this must be their farm. Hear me? Oh, beehives. That's what that buzzing is. Couldn't figure what kind of creature that was. Alright, this must be their farm. It is. See some rowan branches I'm going to grab right quick. Still working on leveling up that ability. See, I rarely go here. I don't remember seeing those fields, that thing down there. The silo. I really ought to get out and travel more often. Not good for a hobbit to spend all his time indoors. And here's Milo. Your wife sent me.
What do you want?
Any help is welcome, Gnarlo, and I think we're going to need it. We hobbits of Budgeford aren't well suited to dealing with wolves, and the thought of wolves again in the Shire is enough to freeze my blood as solid as the brandywine during the fell winter. If you can thin the pack a bit, we might have a better chance of keeping them away from town. You'll find them in those ruins out east of our farm. I hope you can manage it, friend. There are a lot of pigs and hobbits in Budgeford, and I'm afraid these wolves would love to have either or both for dinner. So, killing more wolves, killing more wolves. Alright. Another journal leaf. Very good. Finish that one. Let's take out some more wolves. And then we'll head back over and see if we can't complete 2 quests. Boy, he died quick. Must have got a heavy crit on him. Alright. Back into sneak mode and see if we can find us another one. This is one instance where you should be able to kill them anywhere, even here in Puttyfoot's fields. Don't think you have to kill them in the ruins for them to count. Yep. Yeah, as long as they're over here in the, I suppose, what it calls the Marish region, you should be okay. Definitely a wolf infestation, that's for sure. That's a talented one. Let's see if we can knock him off his perch. Oh, we didn't manage to do it, even in death. He has a far better sense of balance than I do. Alright, we just had a few Wolf Slayer. Just finished the Wolf Slayer deed, and we probably gained a title for that. And as you see, most all these deeds have 3 levels. You have the first level, then you go to advanced, and then you go to final. So we have picked up the advanced now, after we finish the basic. Got afraid we're going to have to take out both of these. If you fight anything long enough, it should be kick up your special skills. Alright. Now, let's head back. Who do we need to talk to first? Milo. There are some harvest flies I saw down there, but let's take care of these 2 quests first. See how far along that carries us. See what Milo wants us to do next.
Goodness!
Okay, good. He's actually going to finish off this one. I was afraid he might send us on yet a 3rd. Very good, Gnarlo. Very good. You have been a tremendous help. There's something queer about those wolves, and I've only begun to fill in the pieces. Let's see. Bolger's hooded cloak, which is not as good as the one we have, and some pork sausages. I know I'm not going to use that. So let's go ahead and get the hooded cloak.
Will you hear me out?
Okay. A few nights agone, we heard a great ruckus. There were wolves fighting amongst themselves out at the old ruins. Nary a hobbit dared stray out of their holes all night. Soon after the racket died down, a good number of wolves charged through the town, right down the middle of the street, if you believe it, and disappeared off to the west. My wife Linda was caught outside when the wolves came through. None of them so much as looked at her. If you go back to Budgeford and talk to Linda, she might be able to figure out what's going on. The town's just west of here. These wolves have got me worried something terrible. Someone's likely to get it. All right. Let's go talk to Linda. Then we're going to take the journal back to Wilmar. And then that will probably be all the time we have for questing on this little bit here. Let's go on down the hill. See what Miss Wilma's up to. Oops, not Wilma, Linda. Hello, Linda.
Oh, mercy me!
Milo told you about the wolves passing through Budgeford. I thought he might. Well, I was a short way out of town when I saw a huge wolf standing on a hilltop. It seemed to be digging in the soil of the hill with its great paws. Then it leapt down from the hill and was gone. I started on my way home as fast as I could, but as I neared the edge of Budgeford, at least a dozen wolves came running through the middle of town. I thought I was done for, but they just ran on like I wasn't there at all. I think it might have something to do with the wolf I saw on the hilltop. It was the Yale Height, I'm sure of it. That's to the southeast of here, way down across Stock Road, not far northeast of Woodhall. The wolf was standing by the 3 pillars atop the hill. You might find something there. All right. So it's really wanting us to go to the Yale Height.
Goodness.
So we'll go ahead and collect that one. I don't think we're going to go do it right now, but the Yale Height is over there, just this side of the Brandywine River, which is on our way. Alright. Now let's see what Wilmar has to say.
How do you do?
Marvelous, you found them all. Thank you. Now to see what this means. Goodness, this is interesting and distressing. I will need a moment more to read this, but it would appear the author of this journal was a man named Calum, and the tale it tells is an astonishing one. As hard it is to believe, it would seem a distant ancestor of mine slew one of his in a great battle. And oh dear, he means to revenge himself upon me.
Can I take a moment of your time?
Goodness, the author of this journal, Calum, has a dark past. It would seem the death of his ancestor to my ancestor at that great battle was a black mark on his family. They bore that mark for centuries. After a string of bad luck, which Calum blames on this mark, he decided to try and erase it by killing a descendant of the one who killed his ancestor. After years of tracking, he found the Shire, and me! The arrowhead that killed his ancestor was the one shot into my door. I think I know where you can find him. He describes where he has set his camp, and it sounds like it is west of here, on the far side of the Frogmoors. You have to stop him. So we'll have to go into the swamps of the Frogmoors and talk to Calum. And as I said, there are many quests here in the Shire, and all have a kind of an interesting little twist to them like that. Who would thought that one of the big folk would be trying to kill one of the hobbits because the hobbits killed his ancestors? So let's see. We got 5 more turbine points. We've gotten Wolf Slayer Advanced, which we need to kill. Okay. Gonna have to kill 58 more wolves inside the Shire in order to get the next level. There's the one we did. How many did we have to kill? 30 already, so it goes by pretty quickly. And we got a new title. It should be something like Wolf Slayer, Fur Cutter. Just as in olden days, wolves again threaten the Shire, but you have taught them a lesson they'll not soon forget. Alright then. Okay. As I said, this has been Gnarlo here. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll catch you again next time as we go out. And this has to be a Star Wars reference with the whole, what was the first one? The Veiled Menace. Now the Menace confronted. I could be wrong, but it just sounds like just the titles are a little too close there. Anyhow, that's it. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll catch you again next time.